Okay. Happy Wednesday. Happy writing Wednesday. I am excited to get some writing done. I had a thought last night that I managed to keep in my head till now. So just jotting myself a little note so that I remember the concept that I wanted to make sure got included. So there's that. Okay. But yeah, so it's not often that my my half thoughts stay with me until the morning, and then through the morning till the writing session time. So I'm very happy that that is there. So that's probably what I'm going to be focusing on today, is making sure that I get that idea down and fleshed out a little bit. So, Cat Leo, hello from work. Hello, how are you? And Monique says, hey, everyone. Hello. Welcome. You spent the morning reorganizing your drawers, both the clothes drawers and the junk drawers, getting rid of clothes and junk, and ink testing all of your pens. Yes. Yeah, the stationery bit, testing all the pens is very important because a lot of them do run dry over time, or like they were on their kind of last legs and you just kept them anyway. And now they're completely done type of feeling. Definitely, I've done this before. So, yeah. Daisy, hello, welcome. You do not feel like writing after all of this, but you wanted to share your big adulting accomplishment. Yes, decluttering is a huge process, especially if it's stuff that you tend to hoard because of like either sentimental or goal value type things. And so it can be very difficult, says the person who has way too much of everything. Also, the card you pulled last night was for your mood was the Magician. Feels so appropriate. Yes, yes, yes. The Magician has all of the potential, which is a nice card. So, Laura says, "Yo ho ho, hello, welcome." And are you sneaking away from the day job? Are you on your lunch break? How's it going? Megan says, good morning, afternoon, evening. All your brain feels like mush now that you've finished your essay for Substack. It's time to brainstorm for your next post. Nice. Elizabeth said, hello. Hello. Welcome. Cool Gamer is here. Hey. And Elizabeth is clapping for Monique and doing the big adulting decluttering situation. Yes. It's an ongoing process in our house because both Mom and I have the tendency to hoard things. And so we kind of have to, every once in a while, help each other out, be moral support of like, are you going to use this? Are you sure? Would it be better? Would like, it's okay to get rid of it. So it will go to a living home. Somebody else will find it and love it and think it's amazing type of thing. So we have to kind of keep track of each other in some ways in terms of like making sure that we don't become true hoarders. So yeah. And stationery is definitely one of my larger collections, shall we say. Books is probably the biggest. Definitely the biggest. Then clothes, then stationery. I think that would probably be. Probably. Okay, let's do cards. Elizabeth says, I tried organizing earlier today. It did not last long, right? Yeah, I get so distracted though. And I'm very easily distracted and very willing to be distracted when I start decluttering because I'm like, I don't really want to do this. So yeah. Okay. Ooh, High Priestess. Okay. in the inverted position. Yes. Ooh, High Priestess and the Emperor. Okay, so Major Arcana today, which you, from what I have been told, and yesterday was also apparently a Major Arcana day with the Fool and Strength. But from what I have been told, Major Arcana often pops up when you are at a decision point. So if there are decisions that are going to impact you for, I guess, the longer term, then you might want to pull some Major Arcanas. But also, just when they appear, know that you have a decision of some sort that has been weighing on your mind, perhaps. Okay, so with the... Where's my half sheet? All the way over here. I've got to reorganize my desk again. Speaking of organization. So here is what our High Priestess normally looks like. She's there between the pillars, which form sort of like this gateway to the universe, which is why she's one of like the intuition, the guardians of the gate type feeling. So when she's in the inverse, the upside down, could indicate blocked intuition, clouded insight, doubt, maybe excessive self-doubt, secrets, cognitive dissonance, a disconnect, perhaps superficiality or confusion, or hidden motives. So perhaps we need to do a little bit of self-reflection to get our intuition back in line with what we want. That is your High Priestess in the inverse. Again, are you going to focus? There we go. I love the gilding on these cards, but they do sometimes make things slightly more difficult. So, and then we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is all about authority and domain. So perhaps your decision is, or whatever it is that you are being blocked in, is sort of related to that. Okay. So this is card of leadership, order, and control, administration, sort of disciplinarian or authority figures. So upright, as the Emperor appeared, it can be stability, power, control, dominion, authority, protection, which is nice, reason and logic, confidence, ambition, civilization, order, and control. So in some ways, we may be trying to have the logic of our life step forward, and not listening to the intuition. Perhaps that is the conundrum there. I don't know. I will have to reflect on these myself. So, yesterday we had the butterfly. Today, we have the bee. We have sweet results awaiting, which is good. So if we do that reflection and we unblock our intuition as well as the control over our own realm and domain, sweet results are going to await. Okay, so B is going... Hang on, let me find the right spot. There it is. Okay, so B is going to appear on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Here's the B. So sweet results await. The bee spirit message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to let go of your ego, get it out of the way, and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Interesting. Okay, so they're saying sort of like move the Emperor out of the way in order to make room for the High Priestess. Bee spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. The spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. The bee spirit asks that you focus, and your focus should be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from the self-centered limitation to the spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential, you become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of the bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. The bee wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded even if you can't see it yet. And it asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole and the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. Nice. I like those cards together. So reflect on your sort of like your gut feeling, your instincts. Unblock that. Don't be completely controlled by your logic, but also remember that you do have control over what you are doing in your domain. And if you can balance these, we have the sweet results. I like those cards. Those are good cards. Very good combo. CB is here. Hello. You're at the library with your headphones in. Excellent. You're sorting your Nano playlist for April just now. Nice. Thinking ahead, very far ahead. Hello. Made friends with the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You are just in time. We're about to start our first sprinty sprint. And I think we're going to go for our stinky pug friend. Make sure that I have my make sure that I have, oh yes, 1 week left to apply for the 2023 AuthorTube Writing Conference. It is the website. Okay. You can put in applications on the website, or links to it can be found with SD Houston's channel. And here is the writing conference website. You're welcome. All right. Okay, so first sprint, did I share? I did not. Present, share, and pug timer. All right. 1, save your document, especially if you've already been working today. 2, make sure that you have a sip of whatever it is you're supposed to be hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I think I've added, it says I've added 255, but I've struck through some of these sentences because they're not quite the way that I wanted to phrase them. Okay. It's probably closer to about 200 in terms of like just pure added terminal like words, but I definitely was editing as I was writing, like trying to find the right phrasing for portraying this. So it's decently clean. It's not exactly the way that I want it to end up, but it's a decently conveyed first idea of this concept put in. So I will take it. I will take it. I'm not entirely happy with the character's name, but it's what we're going to roll with because it's what came to mind when I was writing. So we're going to roll with it, at least for now. Let's see. Julie popped in. Hello. Welcome. Jen popped in. Hello. And CB was headed off to the writing group. Rachel is here. Hello. Got in late, but had fallen asleep while watching recipe videos. Now you're going to try and finish your newsletter for the end of January. Gotcha. And Heather is here. Hello. Heather wants to know, how is everybody? I'm doing good. Megan says, for a second, you thought the dog test, you thought the two came from your own dog, who you were petting at the time. Elizabeth says, still working on the pitch. You think you have it, but then you start doubting yourself and you change a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Daisy says, you're journaling about your therapy session today. Gotcha. Megan says, I listened to music from my high school emo days, all the nostalgia. I was actually just thinking I needed to pull out some of my CDs that are over there and give them a listen every once in a while. I think I spotted Flyleaf on my shelf, and that was like, oh, I haven't listened to them in a long time. So, yeah. Heather says, I just ate my lunch and I'm chilling for a bit. Nice. Rachel says, your medium update on the treatment is half done. You got kind of long-winded and emotional in part of it. You think you'll set it aside for now. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. All right. I think I'm just going to shove us back into a sprint. We'll go for the 30-minute teapot timer because why not? Second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So don't forget to promote your stuff. Oh, I need to change the banner. All right, here we go. Okay, so don't forget to share your writing adjacent things. So your Amazon author pseudonym or name, any new books coming out, any website, blog, social media handles that you want to share, etc. Please feel free to do some self-promos. My self-promo is that I have a link to my Amazon author page in the description, and you can find the tarot journals there. Yeah. And also don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So there we go. That's my self-promo. All right. So your regular reminders. 1, save your document and all of the progress that you have made during sprint number 1. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is that we're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I think I've added about 350 that time, so about 100 more than I had written before. Again, still editing as I'm going. There was also a moth flying around the room, so I had to take care of that. So yeah, Mothra has been taken care of. All right, that was also the second sprint, so make sure that if you have not done so, please do your self-promo and follow your fellow sprinters. If possible, you can use the 3 vertical dots next to their comment, right-click on that, and left-click on that, excuse me, and use the open a new window to go to their channel. Make sure you're subscribed to your fellow writers. I don't know why I just did that really awful accent, but okay. Let's see. Rachel had said, you just found a new Shelby Mary song. If you've not heard of her, you highly recommend for writing ideas. I have not heard, so let me make sure that that is dry so I can, yes. So I will put that on my recommendations. Shelby Mary. Okay. That is written on my recommendations page, so I can look it up later. Heather made a nice, tasty salad with chicken breast sandwich meat and different colored small tomatoes, romaine lettuce, Italian dressing. It was great. Nice. Megan says, I've got some great posts coming out over the next 3 weeks. You don't want to miss them. Sign up for Megan's free Substack. And Julie says, got a call from Greece and missed the whole chat. Oopsies. That's okay. If Greece is calling. I'm just curious as to like if you actually have a contact in Greece or if it was just like one of those that shows up on your phone as just Greece is calling. Because I have gotten some, and my mom has also gotten some where it's just like China is calling or like South Korea is calling. I'm like, maybe not. So, because we don't actually have any contacts that are there. Megan says, check out all of my links at the link tree. And here's Megan's link for that. Heather offers a range of editorial services from line editing to sensitivity reading. If you get in touch with Heather by the end of the month, you can get on the short project list for February and March. You have up to 4 spots available depending on the length of your work. To request a quote and or free sample, you can contact Heather at Heather's various social media in the link tree. And there is Heather's link tree. Julie says you can start or continue my adult fantasy romance series or learn more about them here at www.juliez.com/books. Heather also has an Etsy shop, which is also in the link tree, art for writers and lovers of fantasy and sci-fi. And you're taking commissions in your coffee. Megan says Spotify must have been listening to our conversation because Flyleaf started playing. So there you go for the microphones. So maybe you too will have Flyleaf pop up in your recommended feeds. Shadows says, hello and good afternoon. You're working on your Coursera writing course during the writing sprints today. Excellent. Here is the tiny URL for the spreadsheet in case you need to look at it or have not yet bookmarked it. Becca is here. Hello. Hello. Heather was laughing at me calling it Mothra. It wasn't that big. It was just one of those like, I don't know what you call them, like pantry moths, the ones that just kind of like come in and like hang around in your house all the time. We had some like birdseed next to the back door, and I think they were creeping in through the back door, and they really liked being around the seed box, which was not airtight. So Mom had to like toss all of it and like clean out all the eggs and stuff. It was not fun. So we're still sort of like killing off the stragglers, as it were. Elizabeth says you have a live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT +1, which is noon Eastern, where you will do something as exciting as fixing grammar mistakes. Woohoo! Sometimes that can be very exciting. So here is the link for that. Heather says, I'll be streaming tomorrow at noon Eastern for sprints as well. Your YouTube channel is also in the link tree, so y'all can stream hop. You left the pitch letter for now, and you're going to go over spell checking for the first 30 pages that you're going to send into a contest that you're entering. Ooh, exciting. Heather has also wanted to do some contest submissions. Your family is still there. Gotcha. You were FaceTiming with them. Okay. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I never know. But yeah. Daisy says, I watched the news. Oh no, has there been something else that popped up? Okay, BBC's top headline is still Germany sending tanks. US and Germany sending tanks. Stormwatch, etc. Okay. Okay, does not appear to be anything super new, so maybe it just hasn't hit BBC yet. I don't know, or just like in general, yeah. In general, not fantastic news. You finished critiquing your partner's work. You're writing up the email now to send pages to her. Excellent. Good. Elizabeth was wanting to know whether Heather wanted to enter a contest or do the spell check. The live editing. Okay. On the other hand, do people want to hear you talk to yourself? I mean, you could do it and find out. So, and I'm sure because you're an editor and experienced in this, sometimes your decision about frequent grammar things might make more sense. It might sort of like illuminate the process a little bit. You checked your email message, folks. Colored a fairy's dress and wings with a lilac metallic colored pencil. Ooh, nice. And got into your Substack. I think I talk to myself a little too much when I'm editing, if I'm being honest. So I'm not sure that I'm quite ready to do that unmuted. So, but maybe at some point. Jen says, I turned on the news yesterday morning. Instant regret. Yeah, there's a whole lot of like not fun stories. Yeah. There's several of them that just make me go, I wish I had not. Dang emoji glitch. Yeah. 3 shootings. Is there more? I know about the one in the dance hall, and then I know the one that happened yesterday. Is there another one? I'm sure there probably was. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's more. There's like little bits of the story about the first grader who shot his teacher that are trickling out, and pretty much everything that I had already anticipated has been coming true. So we'll see if everything falls out the same way. Okay, so Austria just being Austria. Oh, okay. I will have to look that up then and see what's going on in the world, because a lot of the news outlets that I follow tend to be very like nationalistic, I guess. BBC is better than the US for sure, but the BBC is still heavily focused on like UK interests. So yeah, would love to hear what the process is in editing. Yeah. How to do it better than I currently do it. That's what I want. I want the cheat key for how to do it better. Dance hall, nursery, and you think another one. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's do we want a 25 or do we want a 30 for the next one? Which would you prefer for sprint number 3, 25 or 30-minute sprint? Do. Because we have time for either. Elizabeth votes for 25. All right, we will do 25. Present share. 25-minute gray teapot timer. Alrighty. Okay, so your regular warnings. 1, save your document. Make sure you save all of the wonderful progress that we are getting. Hello, Jordan. Welcome. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is that you are hydrating with. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25-minute silent teapot timer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was our third sprint. How did we do? I think I got another like 290, almost 300. Again, still editing as I'm going. Very much sort of like trying to make this right the first time, or at least as close to like the concept that I wanted to convey. So not terrible overall because it's very clean. But I will have to go in and sort of like take out the areas that I just like struck through. Maybe I'll put them in a different document so I don't lose the thoughts that I had. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave them in for right now. But not bad. Not bad. Yeah. How'd y'all do? Heather set up a meeting with your panelists that you're hosting 2 panels with for the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference, and begin your first Substack post. You also cut up an apple, and you're eating it. Excellent. Elizabeth got through almost 5 pages. Nice. 25 to go. Rachel says, had to delete the blurb you'd been working on. It just didn't work in your brain. So back to the drawing board. Yes. Yes, yes. Heather pulled out carrots and celery to start dinner. Rachel got the newsletter done other than the sample blurb. Nice. I'm pretty bad about excuse me. Sorry for the yawn. Like when I create blogs and they, have like, here's an excerpt thing, for posting on social media. I usually am just like taking part of one of the first couple paragraphs for the intro. It's probably not the most efficient way to do it, but that's how I do it. Shadows Layer finished one video from the course. I take it by the that either it was not what you were anticipating or that it was longer than you had anticipated, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to save. Yes. Okay. Because I have to take Mom or drive with Mom up to the dealership. She's getting her car worked on. So I will need to be picking her up and we'll do a couple errands together. So I will not be doing a bonus sprint because we have the errands to go around town. But definitely longer than you anticipated, and you had to keep pausing to take notes. Yes. Yeah, I've done that before. Okay, so let me share this one. Okay, and then zoom in. Is this big enough? Sort of. Okay, so at 4 o'clock, HK is on. 4:15, Paper Tiger is on. 4:30, Creative Sprints is on. 5 o'clock is when Easy Graphics normally starts, and 6 o'clock is normally when Power Play Press starts. JC is at 7. Heather is at 7:45. And Sarah is at 8. So make sure that you are checking in on the spreadsheet. I have also, I can't remember if I showed y'all this, at the very end of all of these, because I think we have April created. Yeah, so at the very end, there are the regular schedules. So make sure if you want to just check in on your regulars, they are there at the end as well. That may not be the best place for them, but it's where it is. So, All right, y'all. Don't forget to save before you go. Save your work. Make sure you have a recent-ish backup, especially as we're heading into the end of the month. Maybe schedule a day to like do an actual backup of your projects. Yeah. Anyway, we have one week. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're 1 week away from February. That's insanity. Okay. Don't forget to save before you go and have fun. And don't forget to sip and stretch every now and then. All right, I will see y'all soon. Bye.